Hello everyone on my channel, I wish you a pleasant viewing.
The Crowded Room ending explained. Danny's fate revealed and more. Danny's trial came to an end in the Crowded Room finale. Did Danny finally realize the truth about what happened with Adam? Here's how the Apple TV Plus series concluded. The Crowded Room series finale begins with Danny speaking to Ariana. She begs him to let her help. He points out that his mind is quiet. It's never been quiet before, he says. That's because he slit his wrist. Danny survives his suicide attempt. Stan and Raya go to visit him the next morning. Despite the ordeal, Danny's been cleared to be back in court by the end of the week. When Raya tries to speak with Danny, she gets Jack instead. Jack has locked Danny away inside his mind and orders him to stay put. Rya still has hope that Stan can win Danny's case. They need to show abuse in a way. Raya realizes that Danny doesn't know he was abused. Just Adam. They have to show Danny the truth about what really happened. Danny reveals the truth about Adam the next day in court. Stan calls Danny to the stand. Stan questions him and tries to expose Jack. When Stan brings up Adam, that's a turning point. Eventually, Jack's facade breaks on the stand. Danny begins to stir inside his mind. He's trying to get out. Jack says that Adam died when he was a baby, but Stan continues to prove that Adam has never existed. He's just one of Danny's alters. Danny hears Stan's voice in the distance. He wades through the water and finds Adam's lifeless body floating. Stan repeats his question about what happened to Adam. Danny is now in the courtroom. He had to go because of what he did, Danny says. Stan continues with his questioning and asks what Adam did. He wanted it to happen, Danny says. He wanted Marlon to do it. Because he wanted everything to be okay. Because he didn't want our mom to be alone. He wanted Marlon to do whatever he wanted to him. And he raped him over and over. But he wanted him to. So Danny eventually acknowledges in the courtroom that Adam isn't real. He's always been Adam, the victim of all the abuse. He just let the Adam portion of his psyche bear the brunt of the trauma. Raya wipes a tear from her eye as the defense rests. The jury finds Danny not guilty on all counts by reason of insanity. Danny is completely stunned. In the midst of the chaos, there's only one person he wants to see. Raya. Years later, Raya asks Danny how he felt in that moment when he was in the courtroom. Danny reveals it was quiet for the first time. No voices came to his rescue. But Raya did. You saved me, he tells her. Danny asks Raya how she felt throughout the trial. He had been so dissociated at the time. He never considered her feelings. Raya admits that when Danny went off to a psychiatric facility to get the help he needed, she didn't like that he began seeing a new. Does Danny forgive Candy? After 2 years, Danny finally allowed Candy to visit him. He knew that he needed to clear the air with her. During her visit, Candy revealed that she hadn't seen Marlon in over a year. She was fully aware that she hadn't been a good mom. All Danny wanted to know was when she knew about the abuse. Candy, about his real father. She discovered when Danny was 4 that his father was abusing him. She took Danny and ran. She ultimately found Marlon and thought he would take care of him. She tried to deny the abuse that was happening in front of her because she couldn't let herself believe that she'd found another person who wanted to abuse her son. Candy apologized for what she let happen to Danny. She said she wouldn't blame him if he never forgave her. When she asked if she could come back, Danny's non-answer was the answer. Candy said she'd keep trying. She won't, though Danny tells Raya, knowing full well that his mother will never try to earn his forgiveness. What happened at the. As for Raya, she's a shrink now and a mom. She notices that Danny's fusion therapy is working. He's integrating his alters. Danny says he's trying to be brave through the process. On her way out, Danny thanks Raya for everything she's done for him. Rya tells Danny that the aspect of his alters are all a part of him now. Jack's intelligence, Mike's charm, and Ariana's confidence. Raya wants to. As she leaves the facility, she turns around and looks at Danny's window. For a brief moment, she sees a young boy next to Danny. It's Adam. Now that he's come out on the other side, Danny realizes everything Adam did for him all those years ago. Danny had killed Adam because he'd let Marlon abuse him, but he knows the truth now. Adam protected him, so Danny will do the same for that part of himself from now on. He'll always safeguard Adam, the brother he had, even if he only exists inside his mind.
Linda was with you. Like, subscribe to the channel, write comments, see you soon.